In this video, we're going to cover a quick overview of text frames, how to add them to your document canvas, how to change the font styles, and how to link frames. So let's get started.
Welcome to class.
Let's get started by running Scribus. When the application starts up, we'll leave the defaults and select OK on the new document configuration wizard. And we should now see our blank workspace. Let's center our document on the screen by selecting Zoom to 100%, the icon at the very bottom center of the screen. It kind of looks like a dot. All right, now let's look at adding some text frames to our workspace. There are a number of ways to add a text frame to the workspace. Number one, from the standard menu, select Insert, Text Frame, and notice the change in the mouse icon. It kind of looks like a little text box. Then, using your mouse, draw a rectangle on the workspace for the text content to fit inside. Let's add our first column on the left side of our workspace. Another way to add a text frame is from the tool shortcut ribbon. Select the text icon, it looks like the Roman letter T, and go ahead and let's draw our second text frame to the right of our first one and kind of make it look like a column as well. So we have two columns. Finally, we can add a text frame by using the keyboard shortcut. Let's start by pressing T on the keyboard, and you'll notice that the mouse indicator changes. And to the right of our second column of text frames, let's go ahead and add our third column of text frames. Let's kind of size them a little bit to make them about the same size. You can size the text frames just by selecting the text frame that you want to change with your computer mouse and selecting the little red corners and dragging them to where you think they should fit. Inserting content into our text frames. Before we can make styling adjustments, we should probably add some text to the frames. And as usual, there's a couple of ways we can do this. The first thing is we can double click on the frame, and when you do this, it should be highlighted in red, and you should see a flashing vertical bar indicating that you can start typing. And once that appears, let's go ahead and put some text into our first text frame. The second approach for adding text to a text frame is by selecting your text frame that you want to add content to, right-click on the frame and select Content, and then Edit Text with Story Editor. When the Story Editor opens, you'll notice that it looks very similar to most text editors. So let's add a little bit of text in here. When we're done, select File, and then select Update Text Frame and Exit, or select the check mark icon from the shortcut ribbon to apply the text to the frame. Finally, if you're not feeling like writing and you just want to focus on the layout, you can use sample text like lorem ipsum by selecting the text frame. Let's select the last text frame here to the right, right-clicking and selecting Content, and then select Sample Text. A lorem ipsum modal will appear, allowing you to select the language, the number of paragraphs, and if you're looking to have sample text replace the existing text in the frame or append to the existing text. And select OK. You should now see that the randomly generated lorem ipsum text is inserted into your text frame. Now it's time to adjust some colors and fonts. In addition to the story editor, we can modify properties by using the Content Properties window. First, select the text frame you want to modify the text in, and then from the standard menu, select Windows, Content Properties. Or you can right-click on the text frame and select Content Properties, or if you'd like to use your keyboard shortcut, you can press F3. An important note here, using the Content Properties window, you will need to use your computer mouse to select the text in the frame that you want to modify before changing any values. Otherwise, they will not be applied. So let's select some text in our text frame, And let's change the font a little bit. Let's change the color using the color panel. Blue, maybe? Yeah, let's go with blue. And let's change the size of the font. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, now let's discuss linking text frames together. There may become a time when you want to have two different text frames on your document, and you want the content of one text frame overflow into the second text frame. And that's what linking allows you to do. In order to link text frames, start by selecting multiple text frames by holding the Shift key on your keyboard and using the mouse to click on the text frames you want to link. Once selected, both frames should be highlighted with a red outline. Then, from the standard menu, select Item, Text Frame Links, and then Link Text Frame. Or, using the keyboard shortcut, press N on the keyboard. This will link both text frames together, allowing the content from one to overflow into the other. Alright, so let's add a little bit of text to our linked text frames and see if we can get some of that text to flow into the other text frame. Let's add a little bit of text here. Yeah, there it is. That looks good. And as you see, as we add text and it goes outside the bounds, we'll slowly start to move words into the other text frame. Nice. Alright, so this was a high-level overview of Scribus text frames and how to add them to your canvas, adjust font styles, and link text frames. If this video helped you out, or you'd like to have us cover a specific topic regarding text frames in Scribus, be sure to let us know in the comments section. All right, we'll see you in the next one.